parents of Venezuela to denounce what they call a stolen election. President Nicolás Maduro claiming a narrow victory in Sunday's vote, while the opposition, led by María Corina Machado, says that its candidate won in a landslide.
Los ciudadanos militares vieron con sus propios ojos su deber está defender la soberanía popular y proteger al pueblo.
Publishing what they say is proof that they got more than double the votes won by Maduro, whose government refuses to publish the official election results, and is now calling the protests an attempted coup.
Le puedo decir al pueblo de Venezuela que si han hecho daño, estamos actuando.
With some officials calling for opposition leaders to be sent to prison.
Tienen que ir presos sus jefes. Y cuando digo jefe, no me refiero solamente a María Corina Machado, no, que tiene que ir presa. Me refiero a Edmundo González Urrutia, porque él es el jefe de la conspiración fascista.
One prominent opposition party saying its leader was detained Tuesday. Nearly 750 people have been arrested amid the protests, and at least 11 people have died, according to government officials and a local NGO. Demands for transparency now coming from the White House, but also from countries friendly to Venezuela, including left-wing governments in Brazil, Colombia, and Chile. Maduro has survived many protests in the past, but after years of economic desperation that pushed 20% of the country to migrate abroad, protests erupting in poor and working-class neighborhoods historically supportive of the government.
No pedimos más nada. Tengo a toda mi familia afuera. Y ya me toca irme a mí también, pero no quiero.
After 11 years of Maduro in power, Venezuelans asking once again, is the tide finally turning against him? David Noriega, NBC News.
All right, Khan, Shalom. This is Ariel Ben Yasharallah down here in the Lions Den camp. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shad, Bahasham, Ha, Rachak, Wadash, Ma'amath. A double honors to the elders and apostles, Great Millstone, rule well and teach well. A double honor to my elder down here in the Lions Den camp, a hard one, Ben Yasharallah. And a sincere water to the Akim, Dakwatim, and the Bunyim, the brothers, the sisters, and the children who are believing and pushing the truth with sincerity. The water, Shalom. As you saw in the video, there's a whole ass revolt going on in Venezuela because the people feel as if they were cheated. Well, the people were cheated out of their vote. And one thing, I don't know if it was in that video, but one thing the guy was talking about was democracy. And whenever you hear about democracy, you know it's wicked because America pushes democracy the most. All right, and that democracy isn't real democracy. It's just democracy is the cover of wickedness. Honestly, it's just demonocracy. Honestly, all right. They had a rigged election, and then also I'm doing a lesson on this because it looks like that's a precursor of what's going to happen here in America. All right, whether Kamala or Trump gets elected into office, the opposing side is going to feel as if they were cheated. And honestly, whoever gets elected is, because even if everybody votes for some other guy and wherever, it doesn't really matter about the people's votes. It matters about who the people with money want in office. All right, so it ultimately doesn't matter about what the people choose. And with that, this is Slaki. I got the Bible in front of me, Slaki. This is Psalms 146, Psalms chapter 146, verse 3. It says, "Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help." So these people think that these politicians actually care about us. All right, people think that politicians actually care about the well-being, the welfare, and the well-being of the poor and the downtrodden here in this kingdom. And not only that, just the regular middle class people, but they really don't. All right, and the 2/3 of our people, the 2/3 of Israel, they put their trust in princes, all right, and in the Son of Men, like Son of Men, all right, in whom is there no help, all right. So we don't need to be participating in these votings. And there's another scripture. Let me go ahead and get that one. All right, this is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. It says, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn." And that's what we're seeing right now. Not only in Venezuela, But in other parts of the world, and we also are seeing that here in America, people are getting tired of America's bullshit. That's ultimately why that's going on in Venezuela, is because America has some type of standing in Venezuela, keeping that man in charge. Talking about democracy and all that bullshit. It's wicked. All right. I couldn't find the other scripture, but roughly paraphrasing, it says, don't put anybody in position who's not of thy kinsman. Roughly paraphrasing. I couldn't find it. I was trying to type it in Google, but I couldn't find it. But Khan, these princes, these rulers, these politicians don't care about the common man. And even more so, we're not supposed to be electing anybody rulership over us who aren't truly of our kinfolk. All right, not only by blood, but also by nation. All right, but this is my last scripture. This is just a quick spiritual hydration on the situation that's going on in Venezuela. This is Daniel chapter 2, verse 19. And this is Daniel speaking to Nebuchadnezzar, I think, at the time, going through like his dreams or something like that. Matter of fact, let me be precise about it. So this is Nebuchadnezzar, the prologue to chapter 2 of Daniel. It says, Nebuchadnezzar, forgetting his dream, requireth the Chaldeans by promises and threatenings. They acknowledge their inability to judge. It's like they acknowledge their inability, are judged to die. Daniel, obtaining some respite, findeth the dream. He blesseth Yahweh. He's staying the decree is brought to the king. The dream, the interpretation, Daniel's advancement. So this is Daniel chapter 2, verse 19. It says, then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision. Then Daniel blessed Yahweh of heaven, blessed the power of heaven. It's like it. Verse 20, Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of Yahweh forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his. For wisdom and might are Yahweh's. All right, so if you have wisdom or if you have might, all praise go to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Verse 21, and he changeth the times and the seasons. That's what the Lord does. He changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding. So whoever is in rulership are in rulership because the Lord gave them the ability to be in rulership. But the same way he set them up, he can also remove them. All right, and right now we are seeing the removal of Esau being the rulers of not only this nation, America, but also the world right now. But all the other countries are removing the hegemony. Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai is using these other countries, these other kings, to remove this one king out of rulership. So that way the true king, Yahweh Shai, can come down and set everything back in order. So, yeah, I just wanted to do this quick spiritual hydration, quick lesson about what's going on in Venezuela, the whole revolt, about them feeling cheated from the election is a precursor of what's going to happen here in America, sedition among men and all that. So I pray and hope this lesson was edifying. Shalom.